Welcome to the North and Mouth podcast. First of all, why don't you give us a subscribe because you'll make us mega rich. Also, you can head over to Facebook, Instagram and Twitter if you want to follow us even more. And today we're talking about sack Piers Morgan.
So Piers Morgan, the man who you seem to idolise, seeing as you've mentioned him in, 4 or 5 out of 8 episodes?
Disclaimer, I fucking hate Piers Morgan. I really do. Genuinely wish one day that he has a horrible cheese grater accident or something that really leaves him disfigured and really I just hate him.
All right.
I can't even put it into words. However, this business, the whole thing about him being sacked and the reasons behind it, we agree on the fact that the other bloke that was on there.
Yeah, he's a massive tosser. I don't even know his name. The poorly dressed
Benjamin Butterworth.
Fucking all right. Now, I know very little about Piers Morgan because it's something that don't interest me. I don't watch daytime telly. I don't watch morning telly. So he's sort of passed me by. So I've had to watch a few videos on YouTube about this. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
This guy's arguing that there's 100 genders.
Yeah, there's like Ziza and all this business. What I found irritating was when Piers Morgan comes out with it being a two-spirit penguin.
Yeah.
And then the other bloke goes, no, Piers, that's not on the gender spectrum. Who creates the fucking gender spectrum? We had male and female, and then these other ones have been invented. So you can't turn around and go, oh, no, that one doesn't exist.
No, you can't, because this guy was saying that there was 100. Why specifically 100 is beyond me. The NHS recognises 6, which is 3 too many.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the NHS recognises 6 genders: male, female, gender neutral, non-binary, gender fluid, and gender queer.
Gender queer?
Yeah.
What's gender queer?
I didn't look because it don't interest me. It's bollocks.
You'll have pop-ups, interesting pop-ups.
Oh, fucking yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's 3 too many. You've got male, female, trans.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's the 100, the two-spirit person, whatever they were banging on about. It's all bollocks. This Benjamin Butterworth, whatever he's called, was asked what a two-spirit person was. He didn't know. His guess was it incorporates part of your native heritage into your gender, which is bollocks. All right?
Yeah.
What these people are doing is using gender in place of a personality.
Right, yeah, fair enough.
That's all they're doing. They don't have anything about them. There were a video, a woman that was raising the child to be gender neutral.
Oh, yeah.
And I just thought, you're just fucking them up for life.
Of course you are, yeah.
That's all you're doing.
There's people in America that actually give their kids, like, pills. They get prescribed pills in order to
do what?
To transition.
It's you can't make a decision like that as a child.
Of course you can't.
Which is a point Piers Morgan does make on some of those videos, is that he has kids. They don't have a fucking clue. They don't understand the concept behind stuff like this.
No, it's an adult thing, isn't it? And to be fair, like the whole thing around it, the thing that winds me up the most is that this whole thing comes from trying to create a society that's accepting and friendly and everything.
Yeah.
But because of the way it's all set up, the end goal is a good thing. But because we're all cunts, humans are horrible.
Oh,
right?
yeah, everybody's a dickhead.
Everyone's a dickhead. And because people will use but I'm doing a good thing in the end, justifies in their minds being arseholes and being, when Piers Morgan talks about getting all the hate from people, you do get the most violent hate from people like that go, you're disgusting, you're bigoted, you're this. Like, yeah. No, I have a different opinion to you.
There was a little, I don't know whether it was a quote or a comment, but it said, the LGBT community is like the KGB, no other opinion allowed. And I just thought that sums it up. Perfectly, because that's exactly right. They don't care your opinion has to be the same as theirs.
Of course it does.
It's like this whole cisgender.
I was just
thing.
about to say that. Yeah,
I'm just a bloke.
Yeah,
I'm a man.
Yeah,
I'm not interested in one of these labels that you've invented for yourself.
Yeah, why say cis? It's basically cis male is identify what they're born in.
Yeah.
So if
to be cisgendered, you identify as what you biologically are, because that's what you are.
That's what you are. Yes.
Because, like I said before, these people, their gender is their personality. It's not the sex. They've sort of defined sex and gender as two totally different things, I think. But then at the same time, they haven't. There isn't
anything wrong if you're someone. I think it's what pisses everybody off is the fact, or people really don't want to understand, and I don't want to understand really.
No,
is by saying that it is gender. It's not fucking gender. It's not. It's just like you said. It's a personality thing. It's mental illness, to be fair. But to turn around, like, don't come to me and say, I identify as this.
No,
I identify.
It's like they had India
Willoughby
and another lady. Well, lady, trans lady, on one of these videos, and they totally disagreed with it. They'd gone through a full transition from being male to female.
If you have your dick cut off, then fair fucks.
Yeah, fair enough. Although not in sport.
That's a totally different matter.
Which I have got some notes about.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Sam Smith and this whole bollocks with the awards as well. He's won awards for Best Male Singer for so many years. Now he's decided that he don't know if he's male or female. No, you're biologically still a male.
Yeah.
Until you have that chopped off. Still a male. One of the things that they kept saying were women will suffer, they'll get less awards. It's the same with the sport. Women's records will be overwritten. It's only an issue, especially in sports, it's only an issue for the women. Because there's no women that are going to go and compete, who are going to transition into a man and go and compete in men's sport. There's very, very, I'd say no women that can compete against the likes of Mo Farah, Usain Bolt, Ronaldo, fucking Khabib. Could you find a woman on earth now or in any point in history that had transitioned to a man and get in the fucking cage with Khabib and stand a chance?
Get in a ring with Deontay Wilder and stuff
anybody,
like that.
Fucking any bloke ranked in any sort of sport. It's not me being sexist.
No, it's not.
They can't compete.
We have a different bone structure, for one.
Yep.
We're not the same thing. And to turn around and go like, well, I'm going to be a man now, or I'm going to be a woman now. Like, by all means, like, if you don't feel comfortable...
If you don't have a personality and you're having to identify as a two-spirit person, identify at home.
But
I'm not interested.
No, but like, I think it's when you force your opinions on somebody else and it messes up their... Like, I've filled out like documentation before for, say, like work things or anything, and you slowly start to see the
more and more options added for this.
And I always put in transgender,
right,
or something like that. Just
you probably guarantee yourself an interview doing that.
Just for laughs, because I mean, like, if someone's go, you're making a mockery, well, I'll go, well, I identify as that.
It's a point. It is. You are. It's totally fine for you to do that, as long as you're not identifying as a two-spirit penguin, because apparently that's not a thing. That's
not on the gender spectrum. Well, naughty Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
You should be sacked for that.
Apparently so. The vote was overwhelmingly in favour of him not being sacked to start with.
Yeah, which he gleefully paraded on the show, saying that he'd got a lot more. Yeah, I get that.
And then it got sort of, they're saying it got hijacked by people in America.
Yeah, well, they hate him in America as much as they hate him over here.
Right, is that it? Yeah, because like I said, I know nothing about it.
Piers Morgan's got some dirt on somebody very important. That's the only reason he's still got a job.
Right, I see.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, I can see that from the 3 or 4 videos that I was forced to watch for this. I won't be watching anymore.
No.
Fucking dreadful.
It's unbearable. One of the things that Benjamin Butterworth said at the end of that video that you're talking about, the one where they addressed that there's a ban, like a petition to ban Piers Morgan. He said he gets to the end and he's getting frustrated because Piers Morgan's just sort of turning around and going,
"You're a knob.
You're a knob.
You're just talking shit."
And he goes, "Piers, you just don't seem to want to learn."
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, because like in the KGB, no other opinion is allowed.
Exactly.
They must be correct. But that's the other thing. The LGBT community has always been a thing, from what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
that seems to be slowly adding letters on.
Yeah,
as
but I
it goes
think
along. It's now the LGBTQ.
I think
I'm sure there's two or three others.
I think that it's some. I think a lot of people. I'm not speaking for the gay community, but I haven't spoken.
I thought you were an ambassador for the gay community. That's what the beard's about, no?
Oh yes. It's grown for the gays because they lamp being gay in with the whole transgender. It's not the same thing.
No, it's not.
Being gay is your sexuality and who you like to fuck. That is literally what it is.
That's closer to your gender than you say. Because I refuse to now say gender as specifying male or female. It's sex.
Yeah.
Sex is biological. Gender is personality. That's what it's coming down to. If you like cars and blue,
that's redefining the word gender.
No, it's not. The word gender, the very definition, has nothing to do with biology.
So what is the definition of
it? It's preferences. Your gender is your preferences towards blue or pink, apparently, because those are the colours that we've identified as being male and female, and the traits that you pick up and build as a child. That's what defines your gender. Which is why these people raising gender-neutral kids are just fucking them up for life.
What does that even mean? Because you can't escape the fact that, especially when you're growing up, that if you're a bloke, you've got something down
cock
below.
And balls.
Yeah.
If you don't have cock and balls, you're not a bloke.
Yeah, but you're never going to go like. It's not like you're born as like an Action Man type thing or a Barbie that's got nothing there, and it's sort of like once you decide
when you get to puberty. No, it doesn't work like that.
Or you start with it.
There were this American family on one of these Piers Morgan videos that were raising a gender-neutral child.
Yeah.
He asked about their parental setup. It turns out there's 3 of them.
Right. Swingers.
This woman was married to another. She kept saying trans woman, but then saying that she was born and is still a woman.
Right.
And then another one that she wasn't married to, but they were all in a relationship with, who used they, them pronouns. And she wouldn't say whether they were biologically male or female. So they had an 8-year-old child who had decided that they were non-binary, whatever that means. They don't have a gender. So they insist. Apparently, this 8-year-old child. Now, I've worked with 8-year-old children. They don't know their ass from their elbow. They're not mentally equipped to be making decisions like that. To decide, right, you can't call me her or him. You must call me they. They don't understand that as a concept.
No.
It's total bullshit. It's just nonsense.
I do wonder.
Because these people don't have personalities.
I do wonder. Because the infrastructure hasn't really been set up as far as having so many different preferences, that if you were, say, a woman who decided, right, for a second, I'm going to be a bloke this afternoon and go swimming and just goes in a pair of trunks.
Can you switch between it in an afternoon?
Some people do. But what I'm saying is, if she turns up to a swimming pool...
Is that what gender fluid is?
Yeah, I think so. But if she turns up to a swimming pool in trunks and no top, is there going to be someone kind of going, like, you can't do that? Because they go, yeah, but I've just got...
I identify as a bloke.
Yeah, and I've got moobs.
Or if a bloke turns up in one of those thong bikinis with his nuts hanging out either side of it.
Exactly, yeah. Because if someone turns around and goes, sorry, you can't do that.
Well, he's got his tits out. You see, you can't have it both ways.
You can't. There's so
it's
many
either a full transition or it's nothing.
Yeah, because then you're just taking the piss then. Because people will change their gender.
Yeah.
To
on
fit
a whim.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big queue for blokes' toilets. Well, I identify as a woman.
Oh, I'm not being funny, right? If I had a daughter and I found that she was out one night, let's say like 18, and then there was some cunt that was going into the girls' toilet because he identified as a woman, fucking knock the cunt out.
Yeah, it's too open to abuse.
Of course it is.
But it's...
People will always take the piss as well. People will always... Yeah, they'll always take the piss.
Yeah.
They'll find a reason to exploit it for their own benefit. That's what the whole moral of this is. They're all shit. And we can't turn around and go, it's going to be a lovely society where everyone's all lovely and nice to each other and there's, sunflowers and everything and rainbows. There will be rainbows. But it's bollocks. We all hate each other. We're not nice.
No, people are wankers.
Yeah. And you're never gonna get it.
Nobody likes people. I don't like people.
At the end of the day, all you need to do is not give a shit about somebody else.
Although apparently, according to Benjamin Butterscotch, all you need is to be compassionate. Don't have to be an expert on this. You just have to be compassionate towards the bullshit.
Well, being born a male, I'm also
a cis male, apparently.
A cis white male.
Well, which I take offence at being.
I'm offended. Yeah. What does that even? Isn't a cyst what you get? Like, I've got a cyst on my head, and it's not a pleasant thing.
No, it's hideous.
So how is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm very not interested.
It's basically a tumour. So we're a tumorous white male.
Yeah, pretty much. I think. It's terrible. The whole situation. Just if you want to pretend to be a fucking penguin, pretend to be a fucking penguin, but do it at home.
Do it at home. Do it in your igloo.
Yeah, do it in your igloo.
So I know you don't watch football, but you couldn't have escaped the England versus Bulgaria and the racism in Bulgaria.
Yeah, I saw a fair amount of it on the news. It was 6-0 to England.
I will get to that.
Yeah, go on, explain.
Well, I was watching it, and it got to. I wasn't, because I was kind of talking to my missus at the time, and I was watching it, but there wasn't much atmosphere, and we were fucking running rings around them.
Well, I'm pretty sure Bulgaria's a bit third worlder, so I'm not sure how big of an achievement
they weren't. It was not an achievement, but
right,
but I wasn't aware that they'd stopped the game at the time.
Because I've never heard of that happening either. Does that happen a lot?
No, not for stuff like that. But there's a player called Mings. It's his second name, and he went to. I think he was by the side where they were, and it had gone out. And I think that because he said, I think when they were interviewing him afterwards, he said that he could hear monkey chants before, like when he was walking out for the warm up.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. But then I didn't realise they'd stopped it, and then it got to half time, and I'm kind of walking in and out of the room, and then it was showing the clips of all the people in the crowd.
Yeah.
And I thought for a second, like, am I watching like a trailer for something here? Because I couldn't believe that that's still
when they were Nazi salutes.
Nazi salutes and holding up the no respect signs and all this shit, and the balaclavas and the monkey chants and all this shit. I'm like, I genuinely thought, like, I mean, I do go to matches now and again, and you do if you watch a game on TV, is very different to when you're there.
Yeah.
Because I'm convinced that they'll put a general crowd noise over the top.
I think they do as well.
Because of the team that I support.
Terrible team. Oh, fucking hell.
We're very loud and abusive.
Because you're Southerners.
Well, yeah, here we go. But they're very loud, and I think I'd watched a game. We'd gone to see a game. I think we went to see Blackburn a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Against them and thrashed them. And I think I saw clips later on. Now, the whole way through the game, it was just every single chant was you listening thinking, there's no way that this is going to be on TV, because it's all just swearing the whole way through.
Yeah, and it's on at prime time, isn't it?
Yeah, but watching it later on, it's just a general sort of noise as if nothing happened. So when I saw this, I couldn't believe that this was happening.
Watching a game in 2019.
Yeah, and
well, it's the only sport where this really still happens,
which is bizarre
as well, which is mental. It's the closest we've had recently were when Conor McGregor called Khabib's wife a towel. Which he then got his arse handed to him.
Oh yeah, he really did.
But it doesn't happen in any other sport. You don't see it in tennis. You don't see it in cricket. Cricket, England play India all the time.
I think it's because there's the culture that goes around with a lot of people when you go and watch a game.
Yeah.
Because you do tend to like you will go for like a pint or two beforehand, and you'll be and everyone can get behind. It's very tribal. It's very, very tribal. When you say
I sort of get that for smaller teams, but this were an international game. This were countries. Wars have been started over less than this.
Yeah, but would you not think that people would be even more... I mean, those aren't passionate fans. They're just arseholes. But as far as... I'm more passionate. I say I'm more passionate, but it's my country. If I'm watching my country play,
I think you get more behind terrible West Ham team than the terrible England team that we've got.
Well, you just see it more often because West Ham play more than England. But
true.
But when I was watching it, the bits that I read afterwards, apparently there were stewards there at the game that were wearing their high vises, and they took them off and joined in with the saluting and everything.
Like I said, it's Bulgaria, it's Eastern Europe. This is going to sound like a really racist comment, but it is another world. They are behind us in terms of stuff like this.
I don't think we're being like snowflakey. Do you know what I mean? I think it's just
we're past it now.
Yeah, but they're just footballers, and
yeah, it's mental. There's a lot of different views on racism. Where I live, we have the Britannia Coconutters, they're called. Now, these are Morris dancers who come out at Easter and they have full blackface. They do dances and go pub to pub and they have a drink at each. It's a full day event. They start at 8 o'clock in the morning, they do it till 8 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
Every year, 115 years I think they've been going now. Every year, see a lot of comments on Facebook, oh, this is racist, you can't do blackface, da 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 da. It's a tradition. It's been going 115 years. It's a grey area.
Mm.
Monkey noises and Nazi salutes ain't a fucking grey area.
No, that's very, very different. That's inciting hate, whereas what you were describing was just sort of like a tradition.
Yeah,
I mean, great. I can imagine. But they always come out with it because now FIFA's known for being massively corrupt.
Yeah.
But I was looking it up, and UEFA and the English Football League, they all come out with the standard, it's wrong, we condemn it.
Yeah.
I was like, well, kick them out then. Kick Bulgaria out.
Well, they were...
Because can I just say, if you're in if the 20 or 30 odd or whatever there was that it looked like in that crowd...
See, if you're hearing it on the pitch, there's a lot more than 20 or 30 odd
No,
people.
I know, but when you zoom into those people that were wearing the black and the balaclavas and everything, when you actually... say, because England like have got horrible fans, but if you turned around and you had a big group of people in there doing something as bad as that, and they basically said, right, England are gonna be banned from being in the World Cup if this happens again.
Yeah.
You watch the next game, and if anyone comes to that and starts that shit, they will be fucking murdered.
Oh yeah, they'd have the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah.
By the other fans.
Yeah. Because there's people there. The majority of fans are passionate about the game and are not there to start fights. But you get people there that are looking to just start fights, looking to cause problems, and that causes like a big, massive brawl and stuff like that. I mean, it is very different, the football over there, because like you might have seen it. They'll have like the big sort of wire, sort of steel cages almost behind the goals in places like that. Yeah,
people throwing stuff on because they're really third world.
Well, they'll throw like fireworks and stuff on.
Because over here, it's been a while since I've been to a football match, but you get searched on your way in a lot of the times.
For like bigger ones, I mean,
but it won't be long until you get searched for them all. You have a bag, you got bag checks. You have it for concerts, you have it for everything else. Why not a football match?
Did we have it at the Etihad when we went to see Metallica?
We got wanded. When we went in, the bloke patted us down and wanded us.
See, I could be wrong, but I imagine that's what they do at the Etihad anyway, because it is quite a big one. But some places that are lower league,
where you've still got your turnstiles and your terraces.
I always find it quite terrifying going into a stadium like that when there's like the really small turnstiles. Oh, fucking hell, because you're just
you're a smaller dude than
I'm
me.
small, yeah, well, exactly. But even then, because if you don't go regularly, because obviously I can't go and watch West Ham regularly.
What a shame.
If you weren't like a sort of pathetic cis white male, you'd actually be into football.
We have our own sports, don't we? Let's be serious. I do. I'm a sporting man, as they say.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
And I do sports you won't do.
Like what?
Shooting. Killing things. Back to the topic at hand anyway. England could have walked off from one of the things I were reading and refused to play, but they were worried that it would open up a sort of new avenue for these, I'm going to say third worldy teams to sort of win by default.
Right.
They thought it might encourage the fans. If England walked out, Bulgaria would automatically win that game.
Yeah.
And move forward.
I think if you walk off, if you abandon a game like
forfeit.
that, yeah, but I think you lose by like 3-0 or something. Is what they bring it up at.
So they were worried that it will bring up a new system of winning by default by forfeit.
Fair enough.
So they carried on playing, which it shouldn't even be a consideration.
No,
at the end of the day, it shouldn't even be a consideration. But
I do like the fact I'm not a fan of Jordan Henderson.
I don't know who that is.
He plays for Liverpool and plays for England amazingly, but he came out and just said we decided to come out and just stuff him because it all happened. I seem to remember it happening quite like as soon as it just started going in.
Yeah,
it was a fairly boring match, and then all of a sudden it just all started happening. So I think they just came out and went, fuck off.
I'm going to fucking hammer these guns.
So I was genuinely shocked when I saw it, especially like monkey chants and stuff like that. And I saw here that there was the Bulgaria, that was it, the Bulgarian manager, I could be getting this wrong and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get this wrong.
Yeah.
Krasimir Balakov.
Right.
He'd come out saying that he didn't hear any chants or anything bad and that England's got a worse racism problem. We're not making monkey chants in fucking English football.
In a fucking international country versus country game.
And in this country, I genuinely think if you had someone in this country that you saw Man United playing whoever, and I don't know why I picked Man United, then someone started doing monkey chants, everyone would kick the shit out of them. They'd be fucking grabbed and marched out.
Yeah,
I think everyone turns around. There's certain things. They'd
be kicked out on a lifetime ban.
Yeah. But there's certain bravado that goes along with do it. I mean, like when I went to see West Ham Blackburn, there was they're giving it all back and stuff like this. I mean, like the Blackburn ones are saying like southern cunts and all this stuff. But everyone goes out the same door. No one turns around and gets into fights. Do you know what I mean? But to take it to that level, it really does just make it keeps giving football that loutish attitude.
Yeah.
And it's a kind of thing that the game's moved on and you don't need that shit anymore.
Yeah, it's a relic of the past.
It is, but it still seems to get passed on
every year.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, fuck Bulgaria. So we switched it up this week and I presented you with a song.
Yeah, you've been slagging off my music choices for the last 7 or 8 weeks. So do you want to introduce this week's? Well, it were 2 songs this week, so you want to tell us about them?
Well, generally it's the artist Poppy.
Just Poppy.
Poppy. The song I sent you, I think it's fairly recent, called Scary Mask.
Yeah, featuring Fever 333.
Yeah. I couldn't work out. I'm not sure if they appear in the video. I couldn't really work it out. But it was fairly new to me because I kind of wanted to find something that was new and I liked that I knew you'd probably hate.
Yeah, and you are correct. I did hate this song. Well, I hate the artist. But
right. Okay. Well, let's talk about. Well, you tell me what you think of the whole concept, the whole presentation.
Right. Well, this Poppy lass, I recognise her from a video years and years ago that was sort of mildly terrifying, where she's just sort of staring into the camera and whispering her own name over and over for like 15 plus minutes. This video went on for. It was sort of half screamo metal and half sort of Beatles-ified.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
This sort of weird bullshit music. In the past, when I've presented songs to you, you've said that you look for talent when you're looking for a musical artist. I ain't seeing any talent.
I think I like to look for something a bit different.
Right.
So like when we've presented stuff before, say like Bugsy Malone, you know, it's just
great artist.
It's
right.
Inspirational, but not a great artist. But what I'm saying is, it's just it's I'm doing this genre and it's pretty much the same as everyone else's shit. I've just got my own message, but it's the same shit. This was fucking bizarre, right?
Yeah, but that's not a good thing.
No, wait.
Die Antwoord are bizarre, but they're also great.
Yeah, I liked them because it was bizarre, but the music. I thought the other song I sent you was X.
Yeah.
And I really love it.
Right, I'd rather listen to White Noise or whatever they're playing at Guantanamo these days.
What didn't you like about it?
It's not nice to listen to. It's music to go out and do something violent to. I'm gonna sound like my grandma. It's fucking dreadful. It's just goth music. All this has done is shown that you're a massive goth.
No, I like metal, but I quite enjoyed the fact that it's difficult to listen to because if you stuck a metal song on and you knew it was going to be metal, like your ears adjust, right?
Right.
If you stuck on another genre, you'd know. This, like you said, goes metal and then all of a sudden just goes like a bit, Beach Boysy almost, and like especially in that X video where it's all metal, starts off metal, and then looks like she's in a commune with other people and it's all flowery and everything, and it's bizarre, and I can't.
Yeah, but that's not a good thing for music.
Yeah, but I found it interesting. It's not just like play normal, generic, vanilla hip hop, vanilla rock. Yeah, listen to it. It's just it's almost like a fucking art piece.
I won't go that fucking far. Like in the Scary Mass video, her only point that she was making in the video is she's not gonna take it off, right?
Yeah.
And then does 3 or 4 outfit changes in the video and is constantly having a mask on and not having a mask on. I didn't understand the concept of it.
Would you have preferred it if she'd held up traffic and moaned about North Face?
I'd have preferred it if I'd never had to listen to the song.
Would you prefer it if she was on a treadmill? Would you prefer it if she was in
a treadmill? What's that? Oh, it's a positivity treadmill. That one passed me by then. Yeah, I'd have preferred to never listen to this. Like I said, get me Radio Guantanamo.
Oh, well, I mean, I know it's not your type of music, but I mean, you went to Metallica with me.
Yeah.
And I know that's not like...
It's nothing, not even remotely the same as this.
It's still metal, though.
This was past metal.
Why was it past metal?
Well, in most metal songs, Metallica, you can hear the lyrics.
You can hear what she's saying.
Barely understandable.
Shit.
And everybody else in the music video, no, you can't. Not a fucking clue what they're saying.
The backing vocals in X are
either of them.
Screaming.
And the other one. But, the way her voice is, I don't know whether it's auto-tune or just distorted.
It's a very high-pitched voice.
It's horrible to listen to. Even when she's singing normally, it's a horrible
noise. Have you heard her
noise.
speak?
Only whispering, my name's Poppy, for fucking 15 minutes.
She was on some talk show that I searched because I thought I kind of wanted to. I watched a few videos and thought this is really bizarre. I kind of want to hear what she's like in an interview. Is she going to be just talking like, yeah, it's great. Yeah, this is my concert. This was like they had an audience in there, a little audience, and they had a couple of presenters, and they said, we're going to bring on Poppy now. Poppy, come on. It was in New York, I think, and she walks on in this like dress, sort of like sticking out. Oh yeah, because
she always dresses like some sort of weird child's doll.
Yeah. But she walks out and she had this bloke walking with her. I thought, okay, who's this? Is he like part of...
Bring out the gimp.
Is this like... Is Poppy is that the band as opposed to just her? But this bloke comes out and the presenter's guy is really animated and he's going, oh, Poppy! And he's trying to like hug her and she just sits down. And he's saying to her, like, who's this guy you've brought out? And she kind of says something like, oh, he's my... not handler or something, she says. And then it cuts to him, the bloke next. He's going, I'm just here in case she malfunctions, and I have to reset her.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Am I too old for this shit? Is it?
What?
Or is it just utter bollocks? Shit? Does anybody like it?
I think so. Yeah.
I imagine it's probably got more dislikes than likes. This video.
No.
We could set up a poll over this. Find out.
We'll set that up on
Instagram.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I thought I quite enjoyed the music anyway.
Well, I'm disappointed in your taste. Oh, I were expecting better.
Bear in mind, not all the stuff you've recommended to me has made it to this podcast.
That's true. Yeah, there has been some belters.
Well,
back to normal next week, because I can't listen to much more of this bullshit. I have a good rap song on next week.
Goody. So, mixing it up again, you're going to have a rant.
Yeah, there were a news story that caught my eye today. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to sort of start by saying I love games.
Ditto.
I'm currently playing The Witcher 3 again. I'm at 71 hours on this playthrough. I know you're rolling your eyes because you don't like it, but I'm just making the point that I play a lot of games. Mm-hmm. Right? I don't play Fortnite. I have.
We're too old.
Yeah, I'm not good at it. But there's been some event. I understand Fortnite has an evolving map. And it's got seasons or episodes or something. Yeah. And small things change. The map has been destroyed in some sort of black hole event in this thing. I did hear something about some people were seeing like a comet or something. Yeah, for ages there's been a comet. If you look up on the map, there's a comet coming. Right. Well, apparently some kids feel like the world has ended. Right. Because there's been 2 days now, I think, where you can't play Fortnite because the map's gone. Oh, has it been a genuine fuck up, or was that part of the story? Part of the story. Right. Okay. But these kids think that the world has ended because apparently Fortnite's a good role model to allow your children to be raised by. You know what I mean? The whole game, it's not a good game. It's a good concept. I like the concept, but yeah, these kids were freaking out badly over this, and I imagine some of the parents were, because how much you know about it, about the in-game purchases? And it's like loads of micro purchases and stuff like that. There's a lot of micro purchases in it which are totally unnecessary. The game itself is free. Yeah. And you can buy skins. Skins? Yeah, so you can make your character look different. Right. These don't have an effect on gameplay. Right. Zero impact on gameplay. Right. So but if you're going to play something like that, you're going to want to make yourself look different. And do you think? I wouldn't want to. They are ludicrously expensive. We're not talking but what like I mean is, no, I don't mean like that. I mean, if you were to play a game like Skyrim or something like that, you'd want to create your character and make it look a certain way. Would you pay for that? No. This is a quote. My son, and I'm thinking, this should say, has spent over £3,000 on this game, on pointless skins, on graphics that don't benefit your gameplay, don't make you better, they don't give you better guns. £3,000. He's, again, this probably say is heartbroken because they think that they've lost all the skins because they're going on to because the map's gone. So obviously these kids, right, well, game's over. We'll never be able to play this again. Kids are idiots. Yeah. So are the parents. It's fucking mental. How does it work as far as you said? It's like it's areas of maps that are available or something. Is that? There's one map. Yeah. But for the entire game, there's one map. Right. So the purchases are jackets for your character. No, but how's the map? How does it work? Is it just you're open to the whole world? Yeah. You dropped it. Right. I've played a few games of this. Right. He's definitely a massive Fortnite fan. You join the map by jumping out of a bus that's floating on balloons. Right. Parachute down. From BioShock Infinity, you mean? Potentially. I don't fuck it. I've never played that. Great game. You parachute onto the map, and then you play PUBG. No. Similar sort of vibe to that. You know about it though. There's storm coming. Basically, there's a circle on the map. You have to get inside the circle. If you're not in the circle when the time runs out, you die. Right. And it gets increasingly smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until if there's any players left, it's tiny. Oh yeah, because you. Oh yeah. I like the concept. I do like the concept. Yeah. A little bit battle royale-esque. I'd love to play an ultra violent video game of battle royale.
That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, well, this is just a battle royale, but the map sort of has been evolving over these things. So there was, I think, a comet has hit it at some point in one of these episodes. So the comet comes, that part of the map's all changed.
Right.
You know what I mean? It might have landed in a lake, and now the lake's a desert. And it comes in with updates.
And it's done as episodes.
Yeah, but each episode sort of runs for a set time, I think. And whilst that episode's running is the only time you can buy those specific skins. So there might be a skeleton outfit for your character.
That's
or a
craft.
Santa
That's
outfit.
crafty, isn't it? Because that's like you.
Oh, I've been playing since episode 1, and I've got the whatever outfit. But I will reiterate, they're aesthetic only.
Yeah.
Don't benefit you at all. Like if I were big into a game, and I could pay £4 and get a really good gun, I might be tempted.
Of course, because you're a cheating bastard.
Apparently so. But not if you can get a fancy hat. I'm not going to fucking pay for that.
No.
I'm shit about that.
Your Xbox avatar,
Yes.
did you pay for your little funny hand?
No.
All right.
I think it came with a game.
All right. I've not seen that. I've not seen that anywhere.
It might come with Portal. I've definitely not paid for it. I know that, because I wouldn't. I can't justify it. I won't even pay 99p for an app on my phone that I'd use all the fucking time.
No. I can't remember the last time I bought an app.
No. It's very rare that I buy any DLC for any game. The only one I've bought recently has been The Witcher. Well worth the money, because it's an amazing, best game ever made. I'm going to go out and say that. Lewis, what was that game you were playing when I come round the other day? Do you want to give him a shout out?
If I can remember what it was called.
It was fucking dreadful.
Kingdom Come, I think.
I don't know, whatever it was dreadful.
It's
a terrible Skyrim rip-off.
It's buggy, but
worse than Skyrim. Skyrim was terrible.
Right. You're wrong.
Oh, hey, Lewis scores. Lewis KGB LGBT community. Your opinion is wrong. Mine is correct.
I suppose not opinion. Your taste is wrong.
Like your terrible taste in music.
Well, I knew that it would infuriate you.
Yeah, you were correct.
But so when are you getting your subscription to Fortnite?
Nah, I won't be, because you don't pay a subscription. It's free. Anybody can play it. You don't have to buy anything. So don't buy things for your kids. Kids are idiots. So are you. Right, it's time for our beers this week. Got some interesting ones this week. Going to start off on potentially our strangest flavour.
Go on.
It's a Neapolitan ice cream pale ale. Now I'm quietly hopeful for this one, because it's by Northern Monk. We had a really nice Northern Monk one last week.
Is that the orange one?
Yeah, the orange zest one, made by the same people.
We did say we'd look for another Northern Monk one.
Yeah, we did. I'm quietly hopeful, but realistically, it's going to be dreadful.
You did say that it's got something in it?
Yeah, it's got lactose in it, which was the thing that made one horrible a couple of weeks ago. The pineapple milkshake. Yeah, that were dreadful. I don't know what colour this is going to be, because I've just been reading the ingredients while you were setting up, and it's got strawberry puree, vanilla, and chocolate essence in it.
I'd love if it came out in 3 straight lines.
If it was like a cocktail and it's separated out.
In the same way as when you squeeze Colgate out, that it came out in sort of the different colours.
That's not a nice colour.
I'm disappointed it's not pink, though.
Yeah, I were kind of hoping for a reddish hue. Excellent pouring by me this time. We might as well have it all there.
Yeah, fuck it up by just turning it upside down.
Oh,
yeah.
Put a nice head on it. There you go.
Not like the booze we got the other day at the christening.
Oh, yeah.
That was a really bad pour.
Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, this one says a sweet pale ale that recreates the flavours of a classic Neapolitan ice cream with the addition of lactose, strawberries and chocolate sauce. Unpasteurised and unrefined.
Key.
The unpasteurised one that we had before were fucking dreadful. I think it was a sour one. Weren't nice.
I seem to remember them.
Oh, fuck, look how cloudy it is. That is fucking vile.
I love how we've got a different...
Horrible shivers running through me.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Really?
Because that just tastes...
too sweet.
To me, that... I can't taste it being sweet. That just tastes like a lager to me, but...
Are you alright? Like, mentally?
Are you alright? We'll get a t-shirt made up of that.
Are you...
No, I think it tastes like a lager, but then it's only when it sort of slowly disappears, it's leaving a trail in Neapolitan. Just a little bit.
Right, hands down, I'll give him that. You do get vanilla, strawberry and chocolate flavours from that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this one.
I am. Did you say it was 6.2?
6.2, it's quite a strong one.
Don't think it tastes strong, though. I could have a couple of them. Or as you say, I could have a couple of pints.
I fucking couldn't.
Even though it doesn't come in pint.
3 out of
3?
10. 3 out of 10. Did not enjoy that at all. I've had to neck it just to get it down.
You're going to be surprised at this.
Go on. By the way, I've stopped writing them down because I write them down every week and it don't fucking do anything with.
I was going to say, do you actually write them down?
Yeah, no, yeah. I write them down and I either lose the bit of paper or I don't know why I write it down. Makes it look profesh, as you say.
I do like saying profesh. It definitely deserves a 7, but it doesn't quite deserve an 8. But I'm pushing for a 7.5 on that one.
You are incorrect.
You inconsiderate, intolerable prick.
Really nice.
Learn to be compassionate.
Really nice can though.
I do enjoy the can.
Yeah, I really like that.
I mean, the last can was nicely done as well. It's not just a piece of plastic that's stuck over a fucking can, is it?
No, like, is our next beer? Oh, no, it's not. Our next beer is from Beer 52.
Is it? You sure?
Yes. Yes, I'm confident this is from Beer 52 because it's brewed in Maine.
Oh, God, they're all brewed in fucking Maine.
I think it's from the same people who made the one that had been kicked around the warehouse that we had last week.
Joy, that tasted like someone had farted in my mouth.
It was dreadful. This one's by the Baxter Brewing Company. It could be the same one. It might not be. They're both in Maine. It's probably the same fucking people. Like the rest of the Beer 52 ones that we've decided all come from the same place. Well, this week we've got from the Baxter Brewing Company an Einstein. It says brilliant lager on it, which I love lager. Maybe that's why I'm not keen on that because it's an ale. I've got high hopes for this one. It says, these days our worlds move fast. As life speeds up, let time slow down. With this Munich-style hell. Classic German malts are balanced, perfect Christmas.
Munich-style hell?
Hells? Oh, fucking no. Don't know what that means.
I don't know whether it's like the beer, the last beer, or whether I've just been hunched over for a while, but my neck has just spasmed.
It's probably that horrible beer that we've just had.
Now that...
Looks like piss. Is that what
I was going to say, it looks like petrol.
Right.
Do you say anything else other than right?
Yeah, so
it's become,
are you alright?
Are you all... Yeah, it's usually right related, isn't it? Oh, fuck me. This is going to be a long segment.
No, not keen. Too sour. It's not great. It's not bad. It's a fucking middle of the road. Brilliant is a fucking overstatement massively.
It's all right for the first couple of seconds, but the muck that it leaves behind in the roof of your mouth.
I feel like if you went to a pub that did nice beer that was quite expensive, and then this that were really cheap, I'd probably have 2 or 3 pints of the nice beer.
And switch to that.
And then once it don't matter anymore, I'd switch to this and drink that at £2 a pint all night. Basic bitch beer gone.
Yeah. I am not looking forward to this.
No, you're not looking forward to our next beer?
No.
I am. I'm quite, massively hopeful for this one.
The 11% worries me.
Yeah, it's our strongest beer to date. Our last one was 9.2, the Brewdog, Mr. President.
Yeah.
This one is the Wildebeest by the Wild Beer Company.
Where are they based?
I'm not sure, but it's 11%. It's based in Shepton Mallet, Somerset. Your neck of the woods, no?
No, it's completely other side of the country.
My geography's not great. Yeah, it's... I asked the man who worked with the beers what he had that was a bit different.
Do you want to give him a shout out?
Pete, cheers for this. I'm hopeful. He said there's one man bought it and he come back and got some more. Nobody else.
I was going to say, did he look ragged and full of regret?
I don't know, but the...
Like that bloke from... Have you seen that sketch of Mitchell and Webb where David Mitchell's playing the drunkard, but he comes into the...
Yeah, I know which one you mean.
I've only got £4. Why don't I put away the paper and the bread and get 2 of these very refreshing beverages?
Well, the slogan for the Wild Beer Company, which I do like, is very nice.
Get fucked.
Is drink wildly different.
Upside down?
11%. You'll be upside down after.
Yeah.
It says beer is not meant for not just meant for refreshment. Some beers can be ideal for contemplation and speculation, the liquid equivalent of the lotus position.
Is there LSD in it?
I don't know. Such a beer is Wildebeest. There's a lot more writing.
Yeah, that's a novel on the side of that.
I don't like listening to me blather on. Although you lot apparently do. I can't even open it. I'm not even going to smell it. What colour are we going for?
It's got to be black, isn't it? Surely.
It's going to be dark as. Oh, it's come out like
God,
syrup.
that... Jesus Christ.
It's like treacle.
Oh my God. It was like clinging to the glass as it went.
Yeah, it looks a bit flat.
Yours has gone almost cappuccino-esque on the top as well.
It's got a very nice crema. Oh, it's different colours.
Oh, Jesus.
So, another stout, I think. Is it a stout? Doesn't say. I've not smelt it yet.
Sniff it. Sniff it.
Oh. Right, it says warning on the bottle.
Right.
Which I've only just seen.
Right. I'm not pregnant, don't worry.
No, it says,
You
warning.
will get fucked.
Wildebeest is best enjoyed sipped from your favourite brandy snifter.
Right.
Preferably next to a roaring fire, sitting comfortably in a plush armchair, while the weather does its worst outside.
So it'd be the equivalent of us trying to drink whiskey out of tumblers, just knocking it back.
Potentially, yeah. I'm hopeful for this one.
Fuck me. Sniff that.
I'm expecting, according to the bottle, a rich, elegant, creamy, soothing confection of aromas that can only improve with time. We describe it as dessert in a glass.
That's what they have.
Yes.
Well, it's handy that we've gone for this as our final beer.
Chin chin. Right, straight off the bat.
Oh, God.
That does not taste like what that tastes like is espresso. I'm not getting any alcohol. Like drinking a glass of espresso.
It's like it's got Marmite in it as well.
I'm not sure we actually said what flavour it is either. It's chocolate, crushed espresso and vanilla flavour. Go on.
I felt my inside of my mouth
tongue's
tingle.
tingling.
Yeah.
It's gone a bit numb.
Shit.
That's a hell of a beer. They have got a Instagram and Facebook, Wild Beer Co.
Oh.
I'm quite enjoying it. I'd enjoy it more hot as a coffee, probably. But brewing.
Oh, it's making me do weird things.
I have a feeling this company does quite a few similar sort of themed beers.
Lethal beers.
Because beer tends to only have 4 ingredients. So it has barley, malt, water, sugar. It's pretty much it for beer. Whereas these have put on the bottle, brewing doesn't need to be confined by rules, tradition or ingredients. By adding a wild fifth ingredient or process to our beers, we want to give you a truly memorable drinking experience, altering your perceptions and thrilling your taste buds.
I'm not going to lie, I know this is the last beer, but this has gone to my head.
What, you're hammered already? As usual. Very nice bottle. I like it. I like this a lot. I'm rating this one.
That is offensive. That gets a...
I'm speechless.
That gets a 1.
A 1.
A 1.
That is not bad. I'm going to give that...
Right. Stop trying to be all macho and going, it's 11%, I can take it.
I'm not saying that I drink pint after pint of this stuff, mainly because it is like syrup. It's a really odd... The sort of consistency is what I expected the peanut butter one to be like, and it wasn't. Right, you give it a 1. I'm going to give that a solid 6. A firm 6.
As has been proven with your taste in music, you've got shit taste in this. Just because it's strong.
It's not, because I can't taste the alcohol.
I can't taste the alcohol. I can just taste shit.
I would drink that flat, warm, as a coffee. Jesus, the glass has gone brown.
Oh, God, it has it all.
Stain the glass. I retract my statement. That last mouthful had warmed up in my hand and it's awful warm.
Are you retracting your 6?
No, it's still a 6. Cold, it's a 6. And I'm still not sure what it's classed as, a beer or a stout or anything. It just says beer. So it must be a lager. Thank you for watching the North and Mouth podcast this week. Lewis is struggling with the aftermath of that beer. Don't forget to subscribe. It genuinely does help us massively. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday when we will be having the Halloween special. Ugh.